Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Father Binh. I'm Father Binh, and I am so glad that you are here. Each week, I take a question from one of our parishioners and do my best to provide a thoughtful and faith-filled response. Let's dive into today's question. This week's question comes from one of our parishioners who asks, please address whether parishioners should be speaking out loud during the consecration. When the priest holds up the Eucharist and the chalice, many in our church are now saying out loud, my Lord and my God. The consecration is the most sacred moment of the Mass, where the bread and the wine become the body and blood of Christ. During this time, the church calls for profound reverence and silence, allowing the faithful to focus on the mystery unfolding before them. During the Eucharistic prayer or the prayer of consecration, the priest acts on behalf of the whole congregation and he prays in persona Christi, literally in the person of Christ. Therefore, there's no need for anyone else in the congregation to pray out loud. Here, the church is praying with one voice. How awesome is that? The general instruction of the Roman Missal, which provides the guidelines for the celebration of the Mass, does not instruct the congregation to speak during the consecration. Instead, it emphasizes a prayerful silence. And when the priest elevates the host and the chalice, it is a moment for the assembly to raise their eyes to see and adore Jesus, whose presence is presented to us before our very eyes. No needs for words. Now, if you were attending a charismatic Mass, this may not apply. A charismatic Mass is an entirely different matter. That said, some people are so moved at the elevation of the host and the chalice that they say out loud the phrase, my Lord and my God. This is a beautiful expression of faith inspired by St. Thomas' words when he encountered the risen Christ in Gospel of John chapter 20. While it is not part of the liturgical rubrics for the congregation to say this out loud during the consecration, some individuals may quietly say it as a personal act of devotion. This is acceptable if it does not disrupt the solemnity of the moment or draw attention away from the Eucharistic mystery. Remember, when we come together to celebrate the Mass, we come to pray as a community. We should pray as one and not focus so much on our own preference or styles. As the saying goes, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Ultimately, the focus should remain on the sacred mystery of Christ's presence in the Eucharist, with each person responding in a way that deepens their faith and devotion while respecting the communal nature of the liturgy, and in this case, do so quietly. Thank you for this very nuanced question, and may God bless you. Keep sending in those questions, and I will see you next time. God bless you.